when you start talking real, you start to sound old. Well, I guess I sound old sometimes. But we back at it. Morals of Money. It's me, King Cash. We here. And I came to bring to you another real conversation tonight. Feel me? We're going to get into something I've been thinking about for a little minute now. And I think everybody should think about this, you feel me, as they moving along through life. And what we're going to talk about tonight is figuring out your why, understanding your why, figuring out your purpose, right? And when I say that, I mean like really figuring out your passion, what you like to do, what makes you happy, honestly, like what really puts a smile on your face or what really can bring joy to your life and bring you some revenue. You feel me? So we're going to get into that. But before I get into that, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell because you feel me? We enjoy that y'all watching this, and I enjoy that y'all really taking heed to what we've been saying, because we just trying to give advice on things that we know, like I said, and things that we gain knowledge on because we still learning. So I mean, you don't stop learning. You try to evolve every step of the way. So like I said, hit that notification bell. But we're going to get into this, man. I've been thinking about it for a little minute, really understanding your why. Why do you do the things that you do? What's your motivation? Why you wake up in the morning? And we got to understand that the Lord, the Almighty God that I serve, Yahweh, He didn't put nobody on this earth for no reason. We all have a purpose. You understand what I'm saying? And it may take people a long time sometimes to figure out their purpose. It may take 10 years, sometimes 20 years. And understand that's like, you could be 20 right now and you may not figure out your purpose until 40. Some people don't hit their stride until 40 years old sometimes. And that's not saying that you wasted your life. Your life is just now reinventing. You understand what I'm saying? You're not reborn as a 40-year-old. You feel me? They've been said 40 is the new 30. You understand what I'm saying? But really understanding your passion. And when I say your passion, you could be my age, you could be 30, you could be 16 years old watching me right now. Figure out what you like to do. Like when we was in school, a lot of us didn't figure out what we like to do because school didn't allow us to access our creative brains so much. You understand? Because we was trying to learn what the teacher was telling us in front of the classroom. We were trying to pass the test. We were trying to pass the regents. We was trying to graduate to get up out of school because we was thinking about either way, I'm trying to make some money. I got to get a job. So if that's your why, just to get some money, it has to be deeper than that. Because if your why is just to make money, you most likely gonna live paycheck to paycheck. You feel me? You scrambling here and there just to get to the bag when you really not saving, because your why is just to make money. You understand what I'm saying? Your why has to be bigger than that. You understand what I'm saying? And I learned, and I'm still learning, that your motivation, your purpose, your passion has to drive your why. You feel me? It has to drive you every day to get up and understand that it's not just you waking yourself up. The Lord above is waking you up for a reason. You're here for a reason. You're on this earth walking around for a reason. Nobody is walking on this earth for no reason at all and should have no purpose just walking around aimlessly. That's not what the Lord put us on this earth for. He put us on this earth to serve Him, but also put us on this earth to do something, to give to others, to make yourself happy, to make this money monetarily, legally, the right way. You understand? Like, we have to, for example, right? When I say find your purpose and do what you love to do, there's a lot of people that go to work, right? And they don't like their job. For instance, our parents. A lot of our parents, if your parents are a certain age, but they probably didn't like their job, right? A lot of people went to their job three things, whether they like their job or not. They went to their job because they had to, right? We all got bills to pay. So it probably was one option. Your parent didn't like their job, they was at a dead-end job maybe, or they was just at a job where they had to go there to get ends meet, right? And put the food on the table. Or another option, your parent did like their job, but they didn't like their schedule. You feel me? They didn't like getting up all the time and being at work until 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock at night. Being away from their children, being away from their family. Or third option, maybe they did like their job, but they didn't like their boss. So their boss made their job horrible or made their lives a little difficult, even though they did like their job, like I'm saying. Like my pops is, for instance, is the third person. He liked what he used to do, right? But he didn't like his boss. So you working for somebody that's making your life a little hard, making your job hard, and making you not want to do the job that you say that you like to do every day. That's not how you really want to live your life. I know that's not how he really wanted to live his life, to make money and support the family, even though he had to do that. So respect, of course. You got to do what you got to do. But at the same time, if he thought about it, maybe he could have started his own business doing what he loved to do, right? And then he would have been his boss. You feel me? He loved himself. I love myself. So ain't nobody telling me, you feel me, what to do or if I own my business. You ain't think about it like that. But a lot of our parents really didn't think about it like that because they didn't have a choice to sometimes. So now that I have a choice, I think about things a little differently. So when I was in school, I had a teacher come up to me one time and observed me talking to another student, right? And this student was actually in middle school. He was about a 6th grader or a 7th grader. Mind you, I'm in 12th grade at the time. So my high school, the school that I was in, Eagle Academy, if y'all know, in the Bronx, when I was in 12th grade, we ended up getting a middle school added to the school. So they made it bigger. You understand? So more of the boys in the community or wherever else that wanted to come to the school can get the education and the guidance that we was getting going to Eagle, right? And I felt like that was a good school. I always tell kids nowadays, if they're looking for high school, they should check out one of those schools when they're in the whole New York City now. But long story short, one of my teachers seen me talking to the kid and was like, I really see you working with kids when you get older. And I'm like, what you mean? Like a teacher? I'm like, nah, I don't think I could be a teacher like you. I don't think I could stand in front of the classroom and be talking to the kids or teaching the kids that are disruptive all day or just taking what you have to take all day long in the school building. But this is me talking as a 12th grader, right? This is me talking as a 17-year-old, all right? Not knowing what could happen in the future, not knowing where my skills really lie or what I really might like to do, because I didn't mind and I do like talking to the youth, right? I do like giving advice sometimes. So look at where we at right now. But long story short, let me get back to the story, right? She said that and I'm just like, wow. So my next few jobs as I get out of high school is working with either kids that are right under me, or now when I get out of college, doing mentorships with Eagle Academy. And then I get a job in the school system. So it's like God was putting me places that I didn't realize at first, but he was putting me places where he felt I could be of use, right? See, when you find and understand your purpose, or when you start to figure out, like I have, your purpose and figure out what you like to do, figure out your passion, figure out what you're good at, like I have recently, it becomes like what you just want to think. It becomes something you think about all the time, right? Like, I can't say that I dreamed about being in front of a camera or talking or podcasting or trying to get on YouTube. I never dreamed of that. But like I said, God will put you in certain places to where you will realize that you have a skill that you need to tap into. And even though when I was younger, my dream was to make it to the NBA, right? That dream ain't happening. Why? I wasn't as dedicated, and I know myself. You understand? I've gained to realize some self-awareness through the years of my life. So I didn't go hard enough when I was younger. That's my fault. You understand? I had self-doubt when I was younger. That's my fault. But I still realize now that my dreams of owning my own business or being my own boss, that ain't stopping. My dreams of getting to the bag the correct way and helping my parents get a big crib, that ain't stopping. So the Lord has been placing me in certain positions to where I realize, like, I figure out another direction to tap into my purpose, which was the same thing that my teacher was telling me back in 12th grade. Not that I'm gonna be working with kids, but that my message, who I am, what I represent, my morals, my principles, my mindset sometimes, advice, I can lend out to other people. You understand? My advice. You see, somebody once told me when I was younger, you don't just become a leader, you have to learn to follow before you become a leader. And I've learned to follow, I feel like, the right set of people, the right people that the Lord has put in my life. I feel like I've learned to follow the right footsteps, the right words of guidance. I didn't take it all in, and I didn't accept it all at first. And I know some people may not take all my advice at first, or may not take the things that I say and my examples at first hand. But I see that people will get it later. Like I said before, people will think about what you said and let it ponder, because I let things ponder in my head and let it really sink in and be like, okay, that was definitely true. That person was right. I might be stubborn, but that person was definitely right. And you have to give flowers when they're due. You understand? So when I say really find your purpose, really tap into your passion, really think about what you're good at. Like, sometimes people really have to sit there and really think about what they're good at. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all this crazy, it's not even a crazy story, but I'm gonna tell y'all this one story one time, right? Again, I realized a lot of things when I was in high school. So when I was in high school, right, I went to college, and I'm a college graduate. Not saying I'm utilizing my college degree to the utmost, but I'm a college graduate, and that was good for me. But I can't say that's your path. I can't say that. But this story, right? So as I'm trying to get to college, get out of the hood, you feel me? See what else is outside the Bronx and outside of New York City on my own, you feel me? As I'm growing into being an adult, if you know about trying to get into college, you have to write a college essay, right? I had nothing to write about. Nothing. I couldn't write about basketball because I'm not going to school to play basketball. I played basketball since I was 8 years old.
So body butter season. It is here and is among us, because right now it's 46 degrees outside. So What happens during the summer, I want to use body oil because it's nice and thin and it's light and it soaks into your skin nice and easy and it's great for the warmer seasons. However, when you get into the colder months like fall, winter comes around, especially if you're up in the Northeast or in Chicago, wherever, you're going to want to use something more thick like our shea butter or our body butters. These are a fan favorite. It comes in different scents and different varieties. It is going to lock into your skin. It's using saturated oils plus beeswax to actually lock it into your skin and to retain that moisture your entire day. No water, no alcohol, no fragrances. Just 100% natural ingredients. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Contact at garnersgarden.com. Thank you.
Shout out to people that know me from playing ball, right? I've been playing basketball since I was 8 years old. Organized basketball, on a basketball team, going to practice every single Saturday, every single Friday night, going to practice, right? So if a person, all they did all their childhood was play basketball, and of course I've done other stuff, but realistically, all I did was play basketball. Ball was life. Just like the website and people watch people's AU highlight tapes on Ball is Life. Ball was life for me, right? So the fact that I didn't go to the NBA and I already knew in my head that I'm not making it because I'm sort of a realist to myself, right? And that could be a bad thing because I told myself I'm not making it, right? But that's neither here nor there. I didn't have nothing to tell a college about myself because I figured I'm a ball player. Right? No, you're not. Because realistically, if I didn't have a D1 scholarship, I'm not a real ball player. I was just a ball player from the Bronx, like any other normal kid. So I really had to sit there in a classroom one time and be like, wow, what else can I write about? And I really had to write about like really trying to figure out my passion, which was helping people, helping myself really, but helping. One day my dream was to help the youth. You understand? So I really had to tap into and talk about to all the schools. I just want to get to school so I can elevate myself, learn something that I didn't learn in high school, and see more outside of the Bronx. That's really what my college essay was about. I can't even tell you anything else that I wrote in my college essay because it's irrelevant. Like, it really was just, I'm that kid from the Bronx that is trying to make something of himself. And if you feel that way, then me and you can relate. Because if you feel like you one of those kids from the Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Long Island, anywhere in the trenches, anywhere in the United States, anywhere in America where you feel like you're trying to make it, then we have something in common, bro. You feel me? Because life is a maze sometimes. It's a puzzle. You feel me? And you got to really figure it out. You have to really sit there by yourself and figure it out sometimes. You can't just take what your mother told you. You can't take what your father told you. You have to figure out what you like to do, what you're good at, what you're passionate about, what's going to drive you to really make some money. Because I really believe if you don't have no morals, your money ain't going to last. I really believe that. And the Lord really says a fool that always runs to money, and not just run to money, and I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking the scripture down. You could go check it out. 1 Corinthians. A fool that desires money will fall into temptation. Any temptation, right? whatever that temptation may be. They will let the devil corrupt them, and that money will take a hold of them and change them. Just how they say money changes people. It's the food that lets the money change them. Because if you're doing something genuinely and you're passionate about it, this is what you love to do, then you won't have no problem with making that money the right way. You won't miss no sleep at night, because you know when you go to sleep and close your eyes that you're good with God, you're good with yourself, you're good with everybody that you do business with. And that's how I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a righteous capitalist, right? I'm sticking with that motto right here. Sticking with that motto forever, because that is just right for me. It don't have to be right for you, but it's right for me. All right? That's a fact. See, I'm stepping into my purpose every day. And I feel that. You have to feel that for yourself. You can't wake up every day and just think it's just a free fall game. It's a roll of the dice type of day, because life can be taken. Feel me? Like, you will live a hard, stressful life if you really never find your purpose, because you just now following the trends and the waves. And I really truly believe God wants everybody to find their purpose. Find your purpose. Make yourself happy. Make your family happy. Do what's best for you. As a young man growing up, as a grown man growing up, that's what a man does. They stay in their purpose. They stay focused. They stay driven, and everything comes to them. They don't even need to go to that. The women come to them. You're driven, so your money's coming to you. You sleep, so your money comes passively. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make passive income. Right? I still wake up and go to a job because I'm trying to get regular income right now. But I'm not trying to work forever. When I was young, I really thought to myself that money made everything okay. And as I got older, right now, I already know that's not true. But I already know that money will change my situation. But I will never let money change me. So that's the difference. And that's why I named this podcast Morals and Money. Because like I said, no morals, your money will not last long. You could have some money. I ain't saying you won't. You could get rich, but your money won't last long, bro. I'm just saying. That's my opinion on it. I really feel like everybody can find their purpose. You know what I'm saying? Find what you good at. Find what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? That makes some revenue. You know what I mean? Or find what you're just good at. You know what I'm saying? That makes some revenue. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. It's not even that simple. Let me not even sugarcoat it. It's not simple at all. But if you really determined to live stress-free and maybe financially free, like I'm trying to do right now, like me and my cousin trying to do on this podcast right now, we're trying to live financially free. Find your purpose and manifest it. You understand? Write it down. Believe in yourself, because understand this, right? You can do whatever you want to do as long as you put your mind to it, as long as you believe in God and believe in yourself wholeheartedly. You understand? You have to believe in your mind and in your heart that God will allow you to do whatever you want to do, and you will do it. And that's how I'm believing, and that's how I'm walking. And just like that, we going with morals and money all day, every day. Please find your purpose, find your passion. To all the young kids, to all the young adults, to all the adults right now, even if you at your job, find your passion, and you could do it on the side, and then later quit your job. You know what I'm saying? Your job could be your first partner. You know what I'm saying? Your job can be your first business partner, because you need some income to create a second one. So, with that being said, it's King Cash, Morals and Money. I love y'all. Please hit that like, comment, subscribe. And I'm here with you. I'm giving you that content because I'm coming real with you. And I want you to be real with me. Love y'all. Peace.